Good morning. So, kind of the beauty of what we are able to do here.
You've helped us so much, both of us.
Where's going live? They've changed it again. I'm sorry.
With our body, with the world, honey.
I don't know what's going on. It's not gonna let me do Instagram today. Oh well. Okay. We're ready to yoga. Oh, let me grab. Okay, so nothing particular, huh?
How's your knee, Betsy?
How's your knee? Should we work on these?
You could work on that with him again, Debbie.
Yeah, okay. We're gonna work on these.
He's way better than he was.
Yeah, this looks a bit, I'm sorry, I'm just shifting to get where it's easier to see on the screen. When I get in front of the window, when I'm in black, I get lost. Okay. Alrighty. So one of the things I did want to talk about, I had a conversation with,
Can I go a little closer to you for that?
yes, absolutely. Come all the way up. Maybe I'll pull it up with you a little bit. It's like, I want to hear better. And this room makes it more difficult.
It's echo, yeah.
It echoes. There's no question. So, I was just talking with a friend the other day, and they were kind of complaining about their body aging.
We all do.
We all do, because there is a shift that happens when all of a sudden you're like, where'd my energy go? How come this hurts, right?
Never used to.
Didn't used to. I used to go and go and go and go. How come I can't go and go now, right? And so as we age, we tend to do that. But it's even, I was doing it when I was young, because maybe my body didn't look perfect, or what I thought, I had a space between my teeth. Heaven forbid. I mean, just anything that we can find that's wrong. And I have found and love the fact that when we come from a place of gratitude, when we're grateful for the things, even the things that aren't working as well, maybe even the pain for maybe what we can learn, because sometimes people are in pain and we don't have a clue what that feels like, right? And so when you make that, it's just a shift. It's a 180-degree shift. And because of the habit of all the thinking about what's not quite working right, or what would be best, or what you think would be best, when we change and kind of just accept is the first, and then just feel so grateful for that, some of the shifts you wanted to happen over here start happening. Okay, and this body is incredible at what it does. If we had to list everything that was going right with the body versus everything that was going wrong or not quite right, our go right list would be, infinite, where the go wrong list would be pretty small. So one of the things that I think is interesting is I watch people as they do these balls, and I see people find a place that is hard, that it's painful, and they go, and they pull right off of it and then get a little light. Or you can kind of go and you can put just a little bit, and that's kind of sensational for me right there. And I find that reach, and it's right there, and I pause, and then I take my mind to a place of gratitude for what I'm feeling, for this body that works. Go ahead and roll so that the heel's on the ground. You're gonna have to take your socks off for this one. Stretch through those toes. Just pull them as wide as you can, as straight and as strong. Notice that you'll see tendons. You might have the whole leg engaged, the calf, the shin. You might feel it all even up into your thigh if you start to pull back on that heel without letting it move. You'll feel it all the way up into your glute. That just is incredible to me, that goes to there. And then release, relax, pause. Notice the tingle down your leg, into your foot maybe. Take some breaths and just express gratitude for that. And then blink open your eyes and come to the other side. You can stay much longer if you want. If you're watching this again, you can pause it, right? And on the pause, you can kind of go, oh, let me breathe for a little bit. Think of all the things I'm grateful for. Go ahead, come side to side with this, finding a place. Most of my tender places are in the arch. Part of that is because my arch is so high. But just find, a couple of those little places. Just find that little tender place. And come back, just rock side to side. Again, pause. If you have a place, just breathe. Stretch those toes. Get them as wide as you can. Tighten. You're going to feel it all the way up your calf. And then try to push down with your heel, but pull it back towards your chair. It's on the floor. The heel stays down. And you're pulling it back, engaging the hamstring. You'll feel it up into the glute. And then release. Sit up straight and tall. Letting the breath, close your eyes for just a moment. Bring your hands to your thighs, push down, lengthen up. Pull the shoulders, they're going to come clear up by the ears, let them. And then you're just going to kind of circle them around and down behind you. Elbows will bend. Take the ear to one side. And then the ear to the other side. Then go ahead and tuck your chin. When you tuck your chin, let your shoulders start to come up by, that's where we usually keep them. And then pull those shoulder blades down the back, away from the chin tucking. You should get a pretty good stretch in between the shoulder blades and up through the neck. And then release. Look over one shoulder. And then just kind of nod. Finding. We'll do this again with our head upside down. And then just slowly, almost like a little bobblehead, come all the way back forward, just tapping your chin, working our necks. I know, nodding works your neck. Turn all the way to the other side and then pause. Find a little bit of stretch. Maybe move it just a tiny bit, but stretching through the neck. And then start your bobblehead and bobble. All the way back to center, and then hold your head still, but notice the energy that you created running up through. When we move our body, we increase our blood flow. We increase our breathing. And with those two things, life will be, I think, personally better. And blink open the eyes. Okay. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and just wiggle through your shoulders, just whatever movement. Like, you know how you stretch sometimes in the morning? Mine is often, it doesn't mean I need to yawn. And then back and drop and reach. Up goes the arms. Just really, just fine. So one of the things I love to have people do is move enough to where they find, you notice there's some that are favorite movements, right? So go find your favorite movement. Maybe it is a twist. That's the case, awesome. Maybe it's just some side, or maybe you start and that starts to warm up. And so you come down a little deeper, a little bit more. Bring your forearms to your thighs. Take your feet wide, or as wide as you can. They don't have to be really wide. And then I'd like you to see if you can just lay your chest either in between or on the thighs and hang your head. If your hands can't reach the floor, grab your block. Right? There they go. Tuck your chin, let the head hang. Shake it. No. Nod it. Yes. And then let it hang. Look to the right. Look to the left. Use your hands on your knees, thighs, to come all the way back up. Pause. Notice you might kind of go, woo! I'm a little dizzy. We had the blood rushing to our head. So when we're on a chair, it was interesting. One of my first times I taught, I wondered, how do we get inversions in our chair? How can we get upside down? We just did it, right? We just did it. And do you feel the difference? Isn't that amazing? It's kind of like, oh, I have a brain. For me, it clears a lot of the fog. And it also brings kind of a sense of calm because it takes so much strength to hold yourself. Okay. You might feel like a little pinpricks of light because you've been upside down. When's the last time that your head was below your heart so that the blood was rushing to your brain? Can you remember the last time? I know. I had that, yeah. So anyway, beautifully done. Okay, we're gonna pause. I promise breathing exercises. You know, June and July and August, I love to do breathing. But I'm gonna have us breathe. We'll breathe and then we're gonna add movement to the breath, okay? So inhale and exhale. I'd like you to inhale through your nose. Exhale audibly, H-A-ha noise through your mouth. Do that again. Inhale through the nose. One more. Inhale through the nose. And then pause. Breathe normal. How does your lungs and your chest feel after that audible exhale? Can you feel how it kind of resonates?
Makes you feel younger.
Yeah, it makes you feel younger. I love that. So, one of the things that particular breath will do if you are anxious or I gotta get this done, kind of that, start tightening up. Because when you do that, that breath is like, oh yeah, whoa, wait a minute, bring me back, okay? So that's just really important to understand and remember. Let's practice it one more time, just one. Inhale deeply, exhale audibly. And then just breathe normal. Throughout class today, I will have us do that audible breath again while we're moving. because it does make a difference in releasing tension, whether it's in the mind or actually in the body, which you really can't have tension here without here. One of the things I've noticed, if you're in a rush to get something done and you rush with your body, I always drop something, have an accident, have to get and clean it up, and it takes more time.
In the long run.
In the long run. If I would just kind of go, pause. Okay, what's the first most important thing to do? Do that first. What's next? What's next? And you work from that place. I'm highly efficient. I get so much done. And I don't have the accidents, like cutting a finger, like dropping a bottle, like trying to have so much in your arms, tripping and breaking your foot. Yeah, I've done all of those. So, I know what I'm talking about. Go ahead and start moving a little bit with your cat-cow, okay? Inhale and exhale. This is not the audible exhale. This is one that is almost the same. Inhale through the nose. Keep your mouth closed. You're not going to exhale like you're blowing your nose, but use the muscles of your throat to try and draw the breath into your abdomen. So inhale. Exhale, mouth closed. If you heard me, it sounds a little bit like you're going, but you draw it out and make it really slow, okay? Try it again. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead and curl back on that exhale, letting some of the air crunch out of the body. Inhale. Exhale, mouth closed. Use the throat. Pull the breath down into the belly. Inhale. And exhale. Interestingly enough, this is called Ujjayi breathing. Inhale. Exhale. It's a victorious breath, a warrior breath, or some of the translations. Inhale. Exhale. And I draw it out as long as I can without causing any strain. We never strain here with our breath. And then just breathe long and slow. Notice, because you dragged out that exhale, you actually have a little increased capacity. Because guess what the diaphragm is? It's a muscle. It's a muscle that looks like a jellyfish. And it goes up, and it goes down, and it goes up, and it goes down. Just like the jellyfish moves, which I think is way cool. So, all right, let's move a little. Take a couple twists. Those two breaths, they really are very similar. One is this. One is with the mouth closed, taking that inside, right? So they really are kind of the same breath, even though they're a little different, okay? One of the things that happens that is just so amazing is this, I so got this. I had to do that a couple times yesterday as I was sitting in my living room amidst all the stuff that's going on track with me. Go ahead and reach the arms up. Here's the inhale. See if you can exhale, mouth closed. Hands on the thighs, inhale. Lengthen your spine, exhale. Again, just a slow breath, curl the spine back. Inhale, come all the way to the seat. And exhale. Oh, I love seeing even the shoulders be a part of that inhale and exhale. Inhale, shoulders can come up. Exhale, pull the shoulders down as you lean. Inhale, hands on the thighs, lengthen. Exhale, curl it in and round. And inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, Just pause and notice how you feel. Okay. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and grab your block. Where did mine go? We're going to work a little bit on knee stuff today, okay? We'll warm up our hips first because honestly, we should warm them up every day. So this will be for knee and for hip. Take the foot, so it's just off the block. That's a block, sorry, not a foot. Off the corner of the chair, go out to the side, and it's about a foot away. And then plant your foot on it. Oh, yeah. Bring it out further. And you're just going to wiggle into that hip. Yeah, beautifully done. And then hold it out. Hold it going wide. Yeah. And just try to hinge. You're just going to try, almost like you're doing the hula in your hips. It's not my belly just going in and out. I really am trying to sit forward and tuck the tail in. Yes. Sit forward and tuck. This is some of the best. I hope you're doing this every day. Okay? Think about working in the yard, up and down. This is their get up, your get down muscle. This is what really lets yourself stay down for a little bit longer. In and out. So the breath, inhale here. Exhale, do an audible exhale. Here. Inhale here. Inhale here. And then stay here. You can exhale, but just wiggle. So our second time wiggling. Now, the health for the knee. We want always to probably keep it at this angle, right angle, unless we're working it specifically, which we're going to do in just a moment. Notice I'm leaning a little bit forward, my rear end's sticking out behind, and this knee is still pulling wide. So I've got all three of those things. You can add a fourth if you'd like. You can have the shin reach as if it's going over the toes. Just that sense of I'm going to do that creates a little bit more tension in the hip. Now push down into the foot. One of the things, so there's two things with the knee here that we always want. The right angle and a push down. That pushing down of the foot into the block engages the muscles in the legs. When we walk and when we do stuff with them not engaged, then it really is our knee joint taking the brunt of all of the, so whenever you do something, whether it's step up onto a stair, walking up the stairs, there is a little bit of a push down, right, into your feet as you climb. When you do any of our exercises, there's a push down. This is something we haven't really discussed a ton, okay? So this is a little add-on. So in the exercises that you've been given for your knee, right, that you're doing, find an opportunity to add to it a push down and a little bit of a push out with the whole leg. You got it. Don't push the block out further. See if you can get your hip to open further. And then slowly, if you need to, I do today, I'm really sore, bring it back in. Yeah, turn it. So it's off the block, just turn this knee in. Let the knee gently, keep the foot wide. Yep, more. Not wide this way, feet out this way. Feet out, there you go. Now pull that knee, just gently. You're trying to go like this with the thigh without doing that with the feet. Push into the foot and then release and wiggle it out. Beautifully done. Okay. You're going to go a little higher. Bring it back. Okay. Your heel will be over the edge of the block. Okay. So we're just going to be, I still want your heel to try and drop, but right here is now pushing into, oh, yeah. Move your block even more this way. You keep like to have it close because your legs are short. No, this way. No, this way. There you go. I want to get, yes. That's going to get you deeper in the hip, okay? So I want you to think for a minute. If your hips are tight, what in your leg moves? Your knee. Is that what you mean? Yeah. If you can't do stuff with your knee is meant to move which direction? This is it. The knee is not meant to do this kind of thing. That movement is here. If this is so tight and you go to move, this one will move and it will move and break, okay? So that's one of the things we're trying to work and understand is we get into the hip and then we'll get into here to help this joint. These are gonna get stronger, these are gonna get stronger, this is gonna get stronger. And we're gonna learn how to use these muscles instead of our little knee joint only. We want this baby to be able to move forever until we're ready to be gone, right? And we want it to move without pain. So this is what we're doing, okay? Heel is hanging off the block. Push into this with the ball of your foot. You're gonna feel that go up the leg. Your heel is gonna drop, but it's not here. I'm still pushing down while my heel tries to drop. You're gonna be engaging the entire foot. This is actually really good for plantar fasciitis too, is to push. I'm pushing down with the ball of the foot. I'm trying to use my toes. They're on the block. Leave the toes on the block. Yeah, the heel pushes, but the toes push at the same time. Anybody do you feel how that's going? Yeah. Go ahead and release. Lift it up and just you can manually do it. Jeez, mine is so tight. Or you can just come forward and back, forward and back. See if you can drop it behind, tucking your toe under. Tuck your toe under. You're on the top of your toes if you can. Oh, my shoes are in the way. Pull forward with the arch of your foot, the top of the foot. Let it feel that action. Can you feel it up into here too? Okay. Can you feel this muscle? Yes. Yes. Like yes. Come all the way. Pull it out. Straight below your knee. So keep coming. Keep coming. Nope. My way. Forward, forward. To me. More. Now come up. Yeah, up on your toes. You're like, Debbie, no, don't pull it back. I want you to leave it forward. Come all the way up. Yeah, you're like, but Debbie, I can't get it up. I know, that's what we're doing. Most men really struggle with this.
You got 90 degrees.
I know. Do you know what? My dad was so worried about me. I walked around the house as a little girl like this, and he thought, oh my gosh, she's got a short Achilles tendon. But I could go down like this too. Yeah, come on down. Oh, no. Part of it's because we wore high heels. Did you wear high heels? Yeah, there you go. Some are better than others. Okay, guess what? We want that kind of movement. Okay. I want you to bring your block now. Just let your foot rest on it. Can you go like this? I don't know if you can. And roll that ankle. So yeah, I'm on, so you got to bring it. Yeah, just roll. This, when we do it this way, this doesn't engage and get tired. Okay.
Thank you. You got 3 more times.
You're welcome. So, okay. Notice what we're doing to work this knee. Do you feel like your knees worked? Yeah, you can feel that. There are tendons that run through here, but it isn't muscle. So that is actually radiating sensation. There is blood flow though. Okay, go ahead and flex it back as far as you can, and then point it. Don't try not to curl your toes under, but take your toes and reach them straight forward. You're going to feel the arch of the foot. You're going to feel an awful lot of sensation. And then I want you to just roll back and forth. Notice that that's a complete rotation of the hip joint. Okay, and pause and come up and shake it out. Beautifully done. Okay, we're going to do one more, same way. Put it down. Okay. I'm just trying to decide if this is one we want to do here, or maybe I want to do this. We want to do that when we're standing. So let's come. No, we won't stand and get back down. Oh, move over to the other side. Okay, here we go. Whole foot. Oh, did we start lower? We did. Whole foot. You are coming out from here, so you've got to turn out, right? But push it out away from you, enough that you have to kind of reach to get it. You want your whole foot on it, but you have to reach. You can't do the same leg a second time. You have to change legs. Yeah, you're on that one. I know that's your knee. Pull it this way. It's a little too wide. There you go, and pull it towards me. Push it. There you go. Yes. Now get your foot on that one. Yeah. That okay on the knee? That okay on the knee?
Yeah.
Okay. Push into your foot. Push down. I want you to smash that block. Don't put your hand here. Sorry, mine was there. I wasn't pushing. Yeah, keep wiggling. You get a cramp, you just come out. Okay, we're just going to wobble it side to side. That's getting into the hip. Probably should have done that before we held it, because that is one of the best warming ups you can do. All right, and then you're going to do, remember this one? Forward and back. Let's use our breath. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And then just try to do the hula. So it's almost, yeah, you're doing it. It's not this. You're trying to wiggle. So all of this movement juices our joints. This hip joint is just getting warm. It's getting lubricated, okay? It's getting blood flow. Push down with your foot. Push down. Now try to pull back towards the chair without moving anything. You're engaging calf, hamstring. You can get it all the way into the glute. Push into the heel, push into the ball of the foot, reach the toes, and then take your leg wide. You're not trying to just take the knee, you're trying to move it clear up at the hip. See if it'll go out to the side just a little bit, that way. Oh,
that way?
No, that way. Come out. I know those cramps. Those cramps, basically what they are, is they're saying, hello, you haven't made me do this before. Hey, you happen to do yoga? We start at 8, but you're fine. Come join us.
I've not been before, so I just really
Well,
want to see what it's like.
Okay, this is one that's created for us to do in our chairs.
Okay.
So it's a little different than some yoga. I'm Debbie.
I'm Jane.
Hi, Jane. Nice to meet you. We're just working up. So go ahead and just warm up your hips. It looks like you know how to move a little bit. So just wiggle those hips. I teach a regular yoga class Tuesday mornings at 6:30.
Okay.
So if you're here for the one, we just do this so that everybody can move and do yoga, right? Okay. So push down, right? Feel that, all that, and then come here and lean as far as you can. Take some breaths. Remember that breath that we already worked on? Inhale. Do an audible exhale. The next time you do that audible exhale, think of just releasing any of that pressure you feel in your hip or in your knee, okay? Inhale. Release all that pressure. Beautifully done. And then come all the way up and pause. Okay, you're going to take it off. Do you remember this one? It's just an internal rotation. Okay, So you're pulling it a little in. You're trying to take this whole thigh and roll it in. Yeah. Push into your foot, but keep that rolling in. Okay, it's just a stretch. Okay, it's a movement. We move all the time out here. This is a movement we don't do as much. Okay, go ahead. This is going higher now. Now we're gonna work into the knees. So we're working knees today. Just healthy knees. So your ball of the foot is on the block, the heel is off. Okay? I want you to be able to push the ball of the foot down and reach through the toes and get each toe. So turn your block, Jane, just a little out. Yes, perfect. Okay? You can totally lean on this if it helps, but I'd like you to feel this, okay? And then when you drop the heel and push here at the same time, you engage the calf. Oh, coming in and out. You just come in and out. Don't lessen your open, right? Just come in and out. Push down. The heel's dropping, but the toes don't lift. We're pushing with the ball of the foot and there. So pushing down with the ball of the foot, you're going to feel, this is how, with the spread through the toes, this is how you engage the shin. That's one of the best protections for the knee, is to strengthen down below, okay? I don't know about if you feel this, but if you'll pull just gently, just the directional, it's not moving anywhere, but if you pull it back, you'll feel yourself get up into the hamstring. This is strengthening this side of the knee, okay? Breathe. Again, we're gonna move in and out. You are not losing here. You're not losing the push down, the heel, the pull in, or the pull wide. All of those actions, breathe, and then release, wiggle. Notice how that feels in the hip. Other hip. That's the one we worked. Okay, we've lubricated it. Go ahead and bring this leg out, rest it. This is a way to not use the quad and to roll through the ankle. You're gonna have to bring that block back a little bit more. So you want your calf just reaching on it. Stretching, wiggling, moving. Okay, flex the foot back, pull the toes towards the knee, and then point. Oh, I remembered what we didn't do. Stretch. See, this is a point, but not really. See if you can stretch the toes long. And then come, we forgot this part, not really, but back behind. Tuck. Oh.
This one doesn't still go back far.
It doesn't go back, but it goes back some. You can get your ankle. That's what yes. Is that causing any pressure on the knee?
Yeah.
Is it? Okay, then don't do it. Bring your foot out here. You can do it right here. No, this way towards me. The foot towards me. I know. You're like, what? You come here and just, ooh, yeah, just trying to turn, so push those toes down. You get an arch in here, you're just trying to push this forward. Okay, push down in here, push that forward. Is that what it says? And then you're totally out of the knee. But my foot!
I don't see any red or white in there.
Okay, go back here, okay? Feel that stretch. If you can, you might get this further enough back and lean back that you actually feel the stretch on the front of that thigh, which is a good thing. Okay, don't bend your knee deeper. Bring the foot a little bit further. I wonder if we could use that block. We could try something like this. No, behind it. Come behind it. Like that. And lift up into it. Okay? There you go. Breathe. Can you feel how it strengthens? Yeah. And release. Good job.
Even our coach, you came to get
Kicked. pause, guys, pause.
Thank you.
Pause. Breathe. Notice. Can you feel the energy? Can you feel the heat? Is there a little bit of a vibration? That vibration is energy. It is the muscle. It's moving the blood flow. We've increased that. We've increased the airflow that goes all the way through into the blood. We've increased movement, range of motion, okay? And then the lymph system, the system that gets rid of the gunk and the infection, has to have us move to be able to release it. Doesn't have a pump in our body. The pump is movement, shutting off, closing off, opening up, pushing through. Take some deep breaths. An audible exhale. And notice how you feel. So we've done hips, knees, ankles, shoulders, neck, a little bit of spine, but we haven't done any revolving, okay? So we're gonna add that on. Inhale, up go the arms. You're gonna go towards the windows that way. Hand comes down, hand comes down. Now the shoulder loves to roll forward. Take it out of the way and just twist. Breathing deeply, lengthen up. See if you can pull the belly towards the belly button, towards the back of the body, like there's a string, pulling that back. See if you can feel like there's a band put around your rib cage. This side is really pulling. This side is taking you back. So we're trying to use the muscles of the core to help move us around. In fact, can you let go of the hands and stay in the twist? Or do you let go and go poof, just like a slingshot? See if you can come back to center. Open and close. So that's some of the core muscles that are so valuable. Now, we think, I've worked my legs, but all of these leg muscles come up here and tie into core muscles. All of our core muscles they come down through and they tie into our thighs and the bones, okay? So that we can have movement, right? And so moving these, okay? Let's try it again. Gotta go to the other side. Inhale up, take the hands, place, use your hands, but once you've got the hands and the shoulder out of the way, and you're trying to sit up as tall as you can, think of the belly button pulling towards the back. Think of this rib cage that's on the opposite of the twist, that it's pulling around. Think of this side as pushing back, like we're trying to open a pipe. Take some deep breaths. Can you pull that belly back? Can you feel all that work? And then can you release the hands and hold it there? Are you holding your breath? Or you can continue. Maybe here you're like, I didn't know how to exhale. Well, go for it. And gently and slowly come back to center. And we'll go. Okay, how's that on your ribs?
Good on this side.
Well, good on that side. That side was a little bit rust, but good work. Good work. I'm glad it's good on that one. It used to not be good on that one. It wasn't good on either one. So that's improvement. Go ahead and see if you can. It's going to go up and down and up and then reverse it. So I'm just trying to get taller and shorter and taller and shorter, warming up this waistline. Go the other direction again, taller and shorter. Taller and shorter. You can let the shoulders kind of come down, but it really is just trying. The vertebrae in the spine are going just like we did with our hips, right? One more time, the other direction, taller and shorter, and then pause. Close your eyes. Notice through here. How does it feel? Now try the twist. Inhale the arms up. Exhale over, okay? Shoulder on the back. And then when you start pulling the belly back to the rib cage, belly pulls back. This side pulls this way. This side, it's like we're taking and we're pulling ourselves around with those muscles. Lengthen tall. And softest breath, another inhale. And gently, slowly unwind all the way back. Continue and come back. Back over, come back. Back over, come back. Pause. A deep inhale, mouth closed and odd, but you can hear it. Pulling the breath down into the abdomen. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale the arms up. Take a twist that way. Right, inhale, lengthen. First thing you feel is the belly's button pulling back. The next thing you feel is that twist. I'm turning on the pipe. Breathe. Revolve. Hold. Don't hold your breath. Do an audible exhale here. Ooh, notice if you can twist a little further and then slowly inhale and exhale. Back, beautifully done. A little bit of a rebound, couple of times, and back to center. Beautifully done. Let's go up and over. Find that stretch this way. Yeah. Be careful. Stretch. Hand can always come here. And you can pull and find this open as well as that. But you don't have to. You can stay here. And then come all the way back up and over to the other side. Hand again. That's an option. Notice the difference. Here I can actually pull my elbow back because I've got a bend in the elbow. And I can open through the heart. But I'm still taking that hold. And come back up. Ooh, just wiggle. That's great. Doesn't that feel good? Why would we not do that every day, right? Why? Now, okay, we're gonna do another one of our inversions. I've been trying to figure, I'm like, how can we do inversions in a chair? Come on, okay, hands. Bring a block down. If it's really hard for your hands to get to the floor, just calm down. If you can get it to the floor, great. Tuck your chin. Your head is hanging. Shake it, no. Nod it, yes. Breathe. See if you can feel the top of your head come. If you're tucking the chin, the top of the head is reaching towards the floor. It's not a pump down and up. It's just a heaviness, weighted. And then come all the way up. Use the block, use your thighs, work your way up. And then come back down. Tuck your chin, roll down, bring your hands here. Maybe you can come a little deeper, it doesn't matter. Reach through the crown of your head and slowly inhale. Come all the way up, hands to the block, hands to the thighs. Slowly, last thing up is the chin. You might feel a little bit of light. You might feel a little like, ooh, yeah. Beautifully done. And then just wiggle up. We have created blood flow to the head. I think my brain needs more blood. Based on some of the things I've done. Go ahead, let's stand. Okay, you're gonna walk around behind. I'm gonna turn sideways so you can see. We're just gonna straighten, this is our down dog. So reaching, pull back. Push into your feet, push into the heels. Remember all that work we did with the legs? Yeah, straighten through the spine. Maybe the shoulders can get a little stretch. If you can press your chest towards the floor. Pushing into the feet, you're still using those. Go ahead and round through the spine. So you're trying to make a camel hump. And then bend the knees and try to go the other way. So it's just really a lot of cat-cow, only in a little different pose. Camel hump, come up. Bend those knees, let it drop. Camel, come up last time. And walk your feet all the way in. Okay, roll through those shoulders. Sorry, I cut off my head. So, here we go. The arms go up on an inhale. The hands come here, we step back. Find the exhale, bend your knees straight. Inhale, camel hump. Exhale, come back. And walk yourself back in. Inhale. And exhale. So there's one audible exhale. Inhale, we go up. Exhale, mouth stays closed. Stretch back. Find the stretch in the spine. Inhale, round. Exhale, come back. Knees are bent. You're reaching the rear end and then walk back in. Inhale. And audible. Let's do it 3 more times. Inhale up. Exhale. Step it back. Inhale, round. Mouth closed. Exhale. Inhale, walk it in. Audible exhale. One of the things that's very good about that audible exhale is that you can't hold your breath and do it. Inhale, sweep it up. When we do things new, exhale. When we work on a specific body part, inhale, camel hump. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, walk in. Audible exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bend the knees, find the length. Inhale. Exhale, lengthen. Reach the sit bones back. Walk it in. Inhale. Audible exhale. How are we feeling? Pretty good? Okay. We're going to come to the floor, okay, and do windshield wipers. So, come onto your mats. Knees are bent, feet are planted, palms are up. You got all that going on. And then the knees are just going to drop part way one way. And the inhale brings them back up. I'll turn that light off in a minute. And take it the other way. So the inhale is here. Let's try an audible exhale. Inhale. Audible exhale. So coming back and forth. Now add the head. As the knees go right, the head goes left. You don't have to keep doing the audible exhale. I get dry mouth when I do that. So close your mouth, but feel that same release on the exhale. No holding of breath. Keep going. 10 more each side. So you go right, and then you go left. That's 1. That's better. Keep going. Breathe. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale. 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 When you've finished your last side, go ahead and just stop with your feet up in the air, your knees, I should say. Yeah, you got it. When you're done. I'm going to have you take your block, and I'll help. Move your feet in a little bit closer to your hips. And I want you to push and lift up your hips. There you go. Waterfall pose. See if you can take your feet up in the air. How's that? There's another inversion for us. Are you ready? And bring those feet. No, bring the feet in closer.
Do we stay this way, Debbie?
Yeah. Is that hard? So, before, our inversion was what?
Okay.
Our heads are the top part of the body. Here, we're draining from the feet. Back down in. It'll go all the way to the head, too. Okay. How does it feel?
Fine.
I do this, and I call it legs up the wall. No, keep them straight. I'll put my legs into the wall. Like this. And just, I can stay there for a long.
Because we never notice when he gets over position.
No, you are absolutely right. Take this on. All right, here we go. It's down and under. There. Ooh.
Just a little more. Just a little bit. Yeah, there
You're not the right place.
you go.
Oh, yeah. Can you feel how that kind of just releases? I'm going to do your wall for a minute.
That feels good.
How's that feel?
Feels good.
He said it felt good. I don't know if he's ever said that.
There's somebody here talking about that.
Yeah, I know. You've got a belt on and you've got a wallet in your pocket. 2 bumps. 2 extra bumps. But breathe. When's the last time you had your feet up in here? Can you even remember?
Like this.
I don't even remember going in my head.
I know. It's crazy. Bring your feet down, bend those knees, plant those feet, lift your hips, take the block out.
I just start really fast.
Wait a minute, no. But I just need to show them. They're like, what are you doing? You said something.
It's not supposed to be fun.
Yes, it is. What are you talking about? So you're right on the sacrum, which is the bony part, okay? I'm just showing, Jane, I record these and I have a YouTube channel that I put them on. And it's just waterfall pose, but it's supported on a block. Then you may be going, oh, there is no freaking way I can do that, and that's okay. But if you can pause, maybe you don't even want to go on a block. You can do this pose from the floor. Maybe that's a little bit easier for you. You can take the wall right behind you and scoot up to the wall. And then you have also that support. But I'm taking the blood and I'm taking it back to the heart faster than it pumps because I'm upside down. Inversions are so good for us. Go ahead, bend those knees. Oh, you're done, are you? Just got his socks on, I'm ready to go.
I thought we were through.
It's not, we are supposed to be done. But I want you to just take a seat. You do not have to hear, but I know both of you can do that pretty easily. Sit up as tall as you can. You can sit in your chair. That's not so easy. That's okay. That's okay. You can do that. No. Don't sit and bounce on them. So you can totally, this is fun. Either way, just any seat that's okay. You can totally do easy seat. They call it easy seat, but some people are like, it is not easy. So legs out to the side, just find a pause. Yeah, you just sit there and work, please. Come back to that gratitude. Look what our bodies have done. We've giggled, we've laughed, we've moved, okay? Think of the health you've learned about for your knees. How to work the muscles below the leg and above the leg by just putting pressure straight down and just kind of intending to move a little wider, intending to push down into the floor, intending to pull back, using those core muscles, okay? Breathing deep. I know you've seen old people shuffle as they walk. It sounds like this, right? They can't pick up their legs because their muscles are not strong anymore. When we can't use our muscle to pick up, our joints take a bigger beating.
We're in trouble.
And we can be in trouble. Bring your hands to your heart. The divinity, the light that I have within me, I see it in each of you. Your greatness, your goodness. And I bow to that light. Namaste. And thanks for coming to deal with this morning. Okay. So, if you've noticed, we've had some specific requests. Last week we did hips. This week we've done knees. But notice we also did hips today, right? Because we have to do hips.